in today's Fearless Friday episode, we are going to talk about the reframe, which is a very important tool you need to overcome fear in your writing. So reframing is such an important tool that you need to use in your writing, that you need to use in overcoming fear, that you need to use in your life pretty much all the time. A reframe is something I use daily. And do I do it often enough? No, because sometimes I'm human and I just be human about it. And the more you can apply reframe, the more you can apply this tool that I'm about to teach you, the more life really does become sunshine and roses, and your writing can be filled with just fun, love, joy, and confidence. So let's learn what this reframe is and how we do it. Now, what is a reframe? It's that whole idea of mentality control, of making sure that you're controlling your mental state, the pictures you're showing yourself, the things you're seeing, and the thoughts that you're thinking. So let's say, for example, I run outside to the car and it's raining, and as I get into the car, I slip and I put down my wrist and I break my wrist. There is a plethora of meanings and choices and emotions and things that I could choose there. Let's say I do not a great response, which is, oh, there's bloody rain, and who put the car out here? Phil, why did you put the car out here? It's your fault I slipped, and it's the weather's fault I slipped, and now I've got a broken wrist, and it's my right hand, so I'm not going to be able to do any writing and riding, and my whole 6 weeks is ruined. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened. Really not taking any responsibility there. A reframe is a conscious choice to go, that is a point of view, that is an opinion I can have on the facts, because the facts is I fell and broke my wrist. That is the label of the event. Everything else I apply to that is an opinion. And a reframe is if that opinion does not work for you, you must change it. So when I project that to the next 6 weeks of my life, will I get great results? Will I get a lot of things done? Will I be happy? Will my husband be happy? Will my family be happy? Will everything be doing, will I have the best 6 weeks of my life thinking that? The answer is no. So therefore the reframe has to be in something that will serve me towards my goals, that will get me closer to my goals. So let's say I had a writing goal. Let's say I've now missed a really important competition because I've broken my wrist. Oh, now I'm not going to become national champion and my horse is going to have 6 weeks off. This is the worst thing that could ever happen. A reframe could be, wow, what an opportunity to just take a moment and reassess where I'm at in my writing. What an opportunity to go to the competition that I was going to participate in and instead learn and watch all the other riders. I'll be able to watch my favorite riders that I've thought were my truest competition. I'll be able to watch their warm-ups. I'll be able to watch them ride their horse the day before their test. I'll be able to watch their warm-ups. I'll be able to watch their test. I'll be able to see their scores. What an opportunity. An opportunity that I wouldn't have been able to have if I was riding myself, because I'd be running around focusing on my competition, focusing on my results, focusing on where I need to be, and therefore everyone else ceases to exist. I don't see anything or notice anything else. So what an opportunity I have there. What an opportunity for the next 6 weeks for my horse to explore a different way of training. Maybe I can send him to the aqua trainer or the treadmill, or send him to someone that likes running up hills. I'll just send him to a racehorse trainer and say, hey, maybe, and again, I don't know what my horse would need, but there's different things that I could use and my horse would be stronger, fitter, happier, and ready to come back into dressage work. Another opportunity would be, normally I'm so busy, I'm always riding my horses, I'm always doing this thing. I have an opportunity for 6 weeks. If I rode 4 or 5 times a week, let's say 8 hours, I now have 8 extra hours I can spend with my family. I can spend learning. I can spend upgrading my personal development skills. I can spend in a plethora of different ways. I have 8 extra hours. We're always saying there's not enough time, there's not enough time. Well, now you have 8 extra hours times 6 weeks, 42 extra hours. That's the power of a reframe. And if you stick by the rule of going, if how I am seeing this situation is not going to serve me at my greatest good, serve me to achieve my highest goals, serve me in any way, I have to change it. And just a hint, if you're complaining, if you're doing excuses, if you're doing storytelling, if you're doing any of these things, what a waste of 6 weeks. You want to spend 6 weeks just complaining and whinging about how you've broken your wrist and how all the things that you can't do? What about focus on all the things you can do, all the things that you have been gifted, all the opportunities that now exist because of that? That's the power of a reframe. So I trust you enjoyed this episode. If you want to learn tools like this and know exactly the steps you need to take to overcome fear in your writing, make sure you register for our free Overcoming Fear Masterclass. The details are in the show notes. Click on it, find a time that suits you, and you will be well on your way to having writing filled with fun, love, joy, and confidence. Now, today I want to do an exercise. Let me know in the comments what you could reframe in your writing. So the challenge is 3. If you can't think of 3, just think of 1. But if you could, 3 reframes about your writing experience, about what's happening in your writing right now that will work and serve you in your compelling future. I can't wait to read them all. And remember, if you had fun and you enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button so you never miss what we're releasing for you. I'll see you soon.